Yeah, I'm Chris Kracman. I'm the Commissioner of District 1, the most northwestern district and probably the largest district in Caddo Parish. I think it's somewhere around 65% of Caddo Parish. I've lived in northwest Caddo Parish my whole life, 38 years, as has my wife, and we have 2 kids where we're raising them. Currently live in Oil City, which is right dead in the middle of District 1. I got politically involved in Caddo Parish for private property rights, or advocating for private property rights, with the Caddo Alliance for Freedom about 5 years ago, where we were coming to the commission and asking of things, and we were going to legislative committee hearings and Senate committee hearings and having legislation passed. And for 5 years it was kind of lingering on me to start to think about running for Caddo Commission. In addition to that, I think I'm a very blue collar guy. I work in a very blue collar atmosphere, do a lot of things with my hands, and I think at the time and now still, I think it's important for somebody who is in industrial field to hold relative with my constituents, as long as I'm paying the same high taxes as everybody else. I think it's relative to my constituents, and I still do now. 40-hour-a-week job outside a lot of the time. As long as I can still wear my steel toes and work shoulder to shoulder with my constituents, I think it's a different perspective to the commission. And I'm a little bit younger than everybody else, despite my face. I'm a little bit younger, and I think that brings another perspective too, as far as the parish and the nation alike being a meritocracy, and that's how I was raised. And I noticed where a lot of former commissioners were lawyers and people of higher education. And I just thought it would be important to bring some calluses to the horseshoe. Well, I think what's pretty cool about my district is I have 9 municipalities, all the way from Blanchard to Arkansas, and each community has a different demographic of people, a different mindset. There's so many different festivals and things to do. And the wildlife is amazing. The fishing, obviously, on Caddo Lake is amazing. That's a huge draw for my district. But the diversity, I think, is a lot greater than people expect, because there's so much ground. There's so many municipalities. And, we have anything from oil field hands, to business owners, just any kind of demographic you could think of, we have in District 1, and it makes us a little bit more of a melting pot than some of the more urban areas or the districts that are completely encompassed by the city. So it's almost like I have several different districts in my one, and that I think that makes it really special. I guess my favorite thing about Caddo Parish would be the diversity, and how you can go from one corner to the parish and experience something completely different than you would on the other side of the parish. There's so many different ideologies, types of people. There's so many different fields that people work in, people that have studied different fields. It's just the diversity of the people it's pretty astounding, really, if you think about it. That I don't think a lot of people realize until you go to the farthest northern corner of the parish to the farthest southern corner of the parish, how much diversity we really have. It's pretty staggering. Well, I'm sure everybody has probably a lot more intriguing hobbies than me. I did used to play trumpet. I was actually in the marching band in high school. I doubt I could today. But today, other than spending time with my wife and kids, one of my biggest pleasures is coaching baseball. I coach youth baseball. This next year, this fall, will be 11U. I've been coaching for several years, my own children, but now I coach other people's children. I find it better to coach the children of strangers. It makes me a little less biased. But I enjoy that probably just about more than anything. And more recently, I was elected to the board of directors at the Blanchard Athletic Club. So now I'll take a part in leadership in baseball as well. So I'm really big on youth sports and mentorship too, for that matter. You know, I think it's important for, well, my constituents to know for sure is that I do my very best to vote with their conscience. And the people that reach out to me, the people I bump into at the grocery store, I don't always, necessarily follow my conscience, because I trust my constituents. And more importantly, the majority of my constituents are very godly constituents, and I try to follow whatever their guidance may be. If there's something I don't know, I'm not afraid to reach back out to people in my district that might know more than me. I still have a long way to go and a lot to learn, and there are plenty of people in my district that know more than me and that I bump into all the time, and I do my very best to represent them with their ideals over mine, but 10 times out of 10 they align.